magazine. See my face on the big screen.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to The Barn. I'm joined by Dwayne.
Hi.
What's up, Dwayne?
How you doing?
And DJ. Y'all remember DJ from Swerving Podcast? We had him on a couple podcasts ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's it going, DJ?
Great. Another week.
Another week. Here we are, man. Grinding on this podcast stuff, right?
Got to, man. I've been feeling good lately.
Yeah, you put a couple out, I think, since we seen you last.
Oh, yeah. 2. And I got 1 coming tomorrow. So, yeah. The steady grind. You give me that energy, man. Just, you know, the talking stuff. So, just thank you for that a lot.
And I enjoyed our talk last time when Bushwhack was here. And we got my other cousin. So I guess every time you come here, I'm going to have a different cousin.
Another cousin. I like that, man.
You'll get to meet the whole family now.
Yeah.
What's up? And you guys definitely come to a family barbecue of mine soon. Meet all the cousins, too. So
Right on.
I'll pay the favor back.
Absolutely. And in the summertime and in the springtime, we're going to have some barbecues out here and open these garage doors and just content, you know, any idea that we have and that you guys have in the listening world out there, we want to address it and put it out.
With that for sure, man. That's what it's all about. Rising tide.
Rising tide, baby. And we talked about that last time, and that's definitely still something that's in the works. We're looking to start a podcast called Rising Tide, and it's going to be from some other people in the area that we're in now, Southeast Missouri, and the podcast that they run, and kind of trying to get everybody like almost a roundtable kind of thing and support one another and just get the rub off of everybody else and get a little bit of their rub as well. There's no competition for me anyway, so think we're all in this together. So, you know, you'll meet a lot of my family, but really anybody that comes through my doors, you know, it sounds cheesy and cliche and hallmarky, but it is my family. So
No, for sure. That's what it's all about, man. And
wasn't that nice? Oh, hold on. Dude, I got new sound effects, and I mean they're so cheeseball.
Yeah.
But I love them.
I like
Can't
it too,
wait.
man.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
like here's me playing drums.
Is that really you?
No,
Oh.
here's me doing something. Oh, that's my heartbeat. Yeah.
I like it.
I got a question for you guys.
Great.
Let's hear it.
Which lighting inspires you more, sunlight or moonlight?
Damn.
I got to go with the sunlight. Yeah, baseball. You know what I mean?
I'm going to have to go with the moonlight.
Okay.
Probably Teen Wolf guy. I feel like them full moons, like I definitely could turn into something.
Like original Teen Wolf or that?
No. MTV Teen Wolf.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Dude, it's good, but I have to go back to the original and watch it.
Your age is showing.
Yeah, my age is showing. I think.
Is it sad to say I haven't watched the Michael J. Fox version?
So it's gonna be super cheesy for you. Like you're gonna laugh at it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
maybe that's something we should do on here because I fucking love it.
For
man.
sure.
You know how when you grow up, when you're 6 to 10 or even teenage years or whatever, you just have the things that might be cheesy for other people just have a special place in your heart that you just absolutely love.
100%.
That's one of them for me.
Yep.
And,
Okay.
and Back to the Future and Karate Kid, like the original Karate Kid and all that.
Are you a Cobra Kai guy? You like
I
it?
watched it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
You like it?
What
Pretty good.
what I think about when I see it is that it could do, like, you can do this with so many 80s movies, like a spinoff like that, you know? Like, they could do this with Ferris Bueller.
I haven't watched that either.
Maybe Ferris grows up to become the new principal of the school. Now his daughter is even worse than he was or whatever, you could do that. There's just so many ideas. Breakfast Club, all these 80s movies that you could put this Cobra Kai kind of spin on and let me relive some of my youth.
So I started an audiobook today. I don't read anymore. Like I just don't. What I do is I put audiobooks on my Audible account, and when I'm driving, I listen to them and podcast too. But I started this book today by Chuck Klosterman called The 90s. It was just released today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard it was coming.
And I'm a chapter in already just from driving around for my job and whatever else. And it's, I'm a podcast guy, so I automatically want to start a 90s podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And I even told a friend of ours, I was like, we got to call it Cowabunga, dude. And have some Bart Simpson stickers and some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stickers and Karate Kid and all that stuff. So
I'm only going to catch the end of that podcast because I was, 97?
that's when you was born?
Yep.
Dude. I
I
was
missed
playing
a
in the
lot.
state championship when you were born.
We were talking about that last time, man. I missed a lot. I wish I was an 80s guy, man, because I'm into that 80s yacht rock and George Rafferty and all that. So
I was in college when you were born.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
It's crazy. But yeah, definitely Moonlight guy. Always felt like I was a wolf.
Well, let's see if I got. Nope. We'll go with that one. Little Drake up in there. One of my favorite rap songs, by the way. think I could go sunlight too. I like being active with the day and all that stuff. When it comes to moon, I'm an old timer, so I like go to bed at like 10 o'clock at night or something. So I'm gonna go sunlight on that.
That's what's up. Everyone's different.
If you could walk in either of the following locations, which would you choose? On the moon or on the bottom of the ocean? Da-da.
On the moon.
Damn, that's a deep question for me. I'm gonna have to choose on the moon because, and we'll talk about that in the grief podcast. Just losing a brother to drowning, I don't think I ever want to see the bottom of water. The moon would be cool too. Take off. I'd definitely like to be up there, but I don't know. I feel like we would suffocate too. So it's scary. Both are scary.
So I'm not scared of a lot of things, but heights and I don't even know how to explain it. Like the enormity of some things scare me.
Yeah.
Like I've been I've been on a cruise before, and I loved it, man. The views were amazing. It's 360 view of the ocean all around you. You're like, oh
water.
man.
Yeah. The isolation of it.
Yeah, but then I was like, how small am I?
Right.
Like this shit looks huge.
Miles of water.
Oh man, and that just gives me a weird feeling. So I got to go moon on that. Of course, I think it'd be all cool to be floating around a little.
So how was the sleeping stage on a cruise?
That didn't bother me. It was when I was up on deck. Again, it was kind of one of the reasons I liked it so much. It's just beautiful, just water all around you, and it made you feel small. But then like that anxiety would kind of get to me at times. I'd be like, holy shit! It made you, for the first time in a long time, it made me feel how small I really am. Like when you kind of bigger picture type stuff, the world.
You're far away from Missouri.
Yeah. But I love the cruise. You ever been on one?
No, I need to do that, man.
Oh man.
Hopefully in the future when we all do our things, we're going to a big one.
That'd be cool.
Manifest.
That'd be cool for sure.
Gamble.
You want another one?
Yeah, for sure. Hit him.
Next question. Where would you rather be a teacher, elementary school or college?
College, I ain't dealing with them badass kids. I'd be giving out whoopings.
Yeah, probably college.
You just know what you're dealing with.
To be able to give like more advanced lectures and stuff, get deep dives on the stuff instead of teaching basics.
100%.
I agree. I'm with you there. As long as it's a subject that I know.
Yes.
If I got pushed into a subject and be like, hey, you're teaching advanced math, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't want none of that with some elementary.
Negative.
Yeah.
So, I don't even think I could do like middle school. I wouldn't even want to do middle school. That's like the rotten stage, when they're transforming. And
That might be worse than high school, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd want to get, if I was teaching, I would want to start at like probably college. Could deal with that. Young adults, just get them into the world and stuff. That's probably what they need. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Daryl Buchanan. Most know me as DJ. Swerving Podcast on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Check in every Sunday for the episodes. I got a new podcast called the Big Hungry and Swerve Movie Podcast. I'll be every Wednesday on the same platform. Be sure to check that out. Also got a detailing business. Be sure to check that out. Swerve Auto Detail on Facebook, Instagram. My phone number is 573-327-1473. I run rates at $125 for a full inside and out detail. Have a summer package, you can get you 5 cleans for $225. Like I said, that's Swerve Auto Details on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm your boy, Swerving Podcast, baby.
This one's, I think, maybe lay up. How would you best use your creativity, with a camera or drawing on paper?
With the camera. The camera is such a fascinating thing because, like the first photo ever taken was in like 1820. So it's been 200 years since the camera's been around. There's been as many pictures taken in the last 10 as in the first 190.
So it's interesting you bring that up because that's part of the Klosterman book. He said and I forget what he said, but like 1990 to now.
Yeah.
Or maybe 1990 to 2000 was advanced more than 1960 to 1990.
Yeah. It was like it went exponentially at that stage. It just kaboom.
Yeah.
And I mean, we went from rotary phones to cell phones in 10 years.
That's crazy to think about, that somebody that was alive and had the wherewithal in the 1960s has more in common with somebody in the 1990s from that time period than somebody that was in the 1990s to 2000.
Yeah, sometimes when I look at like how long ago something. Okay, the movie Jerry Maguire.
DJ, have you seen that one?
Jerry Maguire.
Now that one you might like.
Nope.
Okay, it came out in 1997.
I'm putting it on the movie list.
So
all three. I got 3 movies to watch.
That one I think you'd like. The other ones it'd be too cheesy.
Think so?
Jerry Maguire came out 25 years ago.
Damn.
Okay, take
Older
yourself
than me.
back. Take yourself back to when Jerry Maguire came out, and
Yeah.
think that 25 years before that was 1972.
Is Jerry Maguire like advanced picture?
I hit the wrong one.
What's so good about Jerry Maguire? Is it just like an advanced picture?
It was I don't know, like it was a
And I think you're using it just as a time
it's like
frame reference,
a
right?
time-
Like,
yeah, frame of reference. Just that's one that popped in my head that I could use at this 1997. You know what else was going on in 1997?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I feel like this
And then-
technological age, like, you know, you've kind of grown up with it where internet's been just a thing forever, but, you know, we're older than you. And I remember the first time somebody told me, like, hey, get an email. And I'm like, what's an email?
I'm gonna answer different from that because, you know, I just bought a journal, and I feel like that's changed my daily routine. I feel like living in the era of the camera and learning how to adapt faster to it and what we can do more with the YouTube based and stuff. Why I freeform my podcast and stuff, because the eye wants to see what's going on in the setting and all that. I feel like we're textured to love that more, and because it's faster in technology. But the best times of comfort and when I'm elaborating my thinking and stuff is honestly when I'm writing and stuff. Outside of it, you know, thinking of questions more before the podcast, just further thinking within myself that everyone don't have to see, and I feel like that comes within paper. You know, I feel like getting away from the trend, really, and I've been trying to do that more. So
So you use it as almost like a
Outlet.
therapeutic kind of
outlet. Yeah, like I bought this journal, and some questions has been asking me, like, what's the last time you did something special for someone? And that was hard for me, you know, because I really couldn't think about it. You know, I haven't done that in a while, so maybe I can practice more in doing that every day. And I feel like it starts with my mom, you know, doing her better and stuff, you know, because losing a brother, I feel like I don't do her right and stuff because she's living in Dwell and stuff. But I just got to realize I'm still her son and stuff, and just living the day more. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Did we talk about on air? I can't even remember. We talked so much, but did we talk about some mental health stuff that we're going to go into eventually?
Oh yeah, like what you were gonna do with like just the end goal with it, like the wellness and all that. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, because
'Cause you told me that's your practice or whatever.
yeah, and that's my background.
Yeah.
But I don't have any kind of answers, you know, and I don't claim to. You know, and I'm a living example
Well,
of
it's
it.
different.
I think that's what it interests me is because I you know, have some personal experience with it. You know.
I like how you answered that. You don't have any answers, but there's different answers for everyone.
When I was going through the grief process, the best thing that someone could say to me is, I know there's nothing I can say. And I know that people don't mean it this way when they say things, but I don't think of grief as a competition. So like when they say, oh, you lost your dad, I lost my mom. I know what you're trying to do there, but it's like, you know.
And I've been guilty of that, you know, where I almost want to ease their maybe discomfort or ease their pain in some way and say, like, I know what you've been through, but I don't. Nobody knows.
Right. Well,
what
it's like,
anybody-
well, now, you know, well, that makes me even sadder. Now I have to work, you know, now I'm sad because you lost your mom too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's like, as a young man of me that still has both parents, that's where even with the trials and errors that I have with my parents, I got to do them right because everyone don't have that experience of still. So definitely paper for sure. I feel like
Yeah.
So
Back to the questions.
oh, no, I haven't. I'm just saying I haven't lost the question, you know.
right.
But just definitely paper. You know, everybody don't have to see what I'm going through, and I just outlet more to different things. So
and a lot of my travels, you know, I saw some beautiful parts of America. God, America's such a beautiful country,
How
how many states?
right?
You in?
40 something.
Damn,
You know, I've been
ain't
all
that
over the
many.
place.
I've
you know.
only done like 8.
Sometimes I'd grab my phone and go to take a picture and be like, you know what? No, this is for me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
First off, the camera's not going to do it justice. Second, I don't need it to remember it. I'm always going to have that, you know, in my mind. Like I saw some beautiful, beautiful things driving through this country.
So Louis C.K., you've probably heard it before, but Louis C.K. has a bit about that where they're up seeing, you know, whoever.
Right.
And they're seeing Rock Band or whoever, and they're all on their phones. And he's like, just look around your phone. Like, it's happening right over there.
It's right there. It's right there, right? There's some parts of the Rocky Mountains that you drive through that you can reach out and touch the mountain as you drive by it. And, like, you can't capture that on a camera, especially on a phone.
Yeah.
Same, yeah, because even in the movie, like, everyone don't see the movie the same way.
I was with a friend of mine, and when you're driving into Colorado, then you could start to see the outline of the Rocky Mountains way out. You know, you start to see the outline of them. And she was like, "What is that?" "Oh, those are the Rocky Mountains." She's like, "How are we going to go around those?" "Oh, we're not going around those. We are going up and over."
I've never been to Colorado. It's so sad.
Dude, you love Colorado. Man, home's home to me. You know, this is where this is where I was born and where I'm going to die. But I love to travel and I love to see what else is out there because when I come back home, I'm like, you know, I appreciate it more, but I also appreciate the experiences I get to have. And especially now being a dad and having kids, I get to share that with them.
There was a part of me that was pulling me to say, maybe you should go out and try to live out here for a while out west, out there in Colorado. But I thought, this is where I would come to play, not where I would come to stay.
Yeah, I could see.
I like that.
I could see it. The luster losing.
I wouldn't ever want. I never would want it to get used to that beauty.
Right.
I would never want to take it for granted.
You know what's interesting though, and I've caught myself doing this. You know, being what you say when you travel and you're gone for several days at a time, and when you come back home, like seeing, you know, we live sort of in the Ozark area. You can still catch a glimpse of a little bit of the outskirts of the Ozarks. Catching some of the tree lines when coming in from different highways or whatever. You're like, man, you know, I don't always see those, but when you're gone from it a little bit, when you come back, you kind of appreciate it a little bit more.
Right. Working in the hotel industry as I have before, when people come in from certain parts of the country, I'm going to say, you're going to love it here. We have curves and hills, and it's great.
I've had travel is a big passion of mine. I love to do it.
It's the best thing. It's one of the best therapeutic things to do.
Oh, I agree.
Get out of your shell. You know, I think everyone should do that at that point.
So I was talking to somebody about maybe even starting a travel podcast, and we still might. But he's like,
we will.
Yeah, we're doing everything. So he was like, have you been overseas? I was like, man, I know the history is crazy over there, right? I mean, our history doesn't even compare to everything that they have over there. But I want to see all my own shit before I start seeing other people's shit. Like you said, America is so beautiful, and there's so many parts of it that I haven't been to that I want to before. That's going to happen eventually. Maybe when me and my wife retire and my kids are grown and doing their own thing. But I just want to see as much of my own home than before I head elsewhere.
That's nice. You know, I've been overseas twice, and
Not like it's
that
cheap.
second time, it was because I realized that the first time I didn't appreciate it like I should have. I was only 15 the first time, but the second time it was, you know, I made sure that I soaked it in, took recognition of where I was at in history, and made sure I soaked that part of it all in. I felt like I was more of a, oh man, make you cringeworthy moments of things that we did when we were in England the first time. As a 15-year-old kid. Oh,
like the cheesy tourist type stuff, like try to get the guard to move or blink or something.
Even worse. Okay, we're in Westminster Abbey. Now, there are famous kings and queens and poets and everything buried here, and we're playing like fucking hot lava, right?
You're like dry humping the statues that have been there since the 1200s or some shit. You and your buddies got pictures like chugging beers.
Oh man, it was just awful now. But then the second time, you really soak it in.
Hell of a game of hot lava, though.
Oh man, right. Yeah, the floor is hot lava. Don't touch the kings and queens that are buried here from like the year 900 and shit like that. You know, it was bad. It was bad.
I feel like traveling internationally is I feel like it would be a different experience because the first time that everyone goes to that Florida water and gets to experience that Florida vacation. I feel like everyone gets to do that. But when I went to the Virginia beach and my brother does Navy out there and all that, and just to see how that lifestyle is and just how Navy-based people are and all that, and just how therapeutic, though, you know, going and seeing your brother to the Navy that serves with your family and all that, taking that time in, I couldn't imagine the international travel. It has to be 10 times. I hope to get to that sometimes. Where was the one international place you would like to go? Like, I would like Jamaica, I think. But I feel like Jamaica's doable. I'd like to do Africa.
I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Bahamas. I've been to Mexico. I just haven't been overseas.
I would want to go to Barbados.
Barbados.
because Rihanna is beautiful. But I have to assume she's probably not the hottest girl on the whole island. And if there's someone hotter than Rihanna, I need to see it.
So you're trying to catch Rihanna's like cousin or something?
Yes, right.
Second cousin, it's all
being
beat
from
up.
Missouri, this is a show me state. And if there's a girl hotter than Rihanna,
Show me.
I need to, show me. I want to see
Oh
it.
me, baby.
Man, she is bad.
Yeah,
What else we got?
More Rihanna.
yeah.
Click the link below and join millions of customers on Robinhood when you sign up to start investing. By signing up for Robinhood through the link below, you will receive a complimentary free stock. Every time you invite a friend to join you, you both will receive a free stock. Invite as many friends as you want and receive up to $500 in free stocks, so you can start putting your money to work.
All right. I like this one. If you couldn't be healthy, wealthy, and wise all together, which of the following would you want to be? Healthy and wealthy or healthy and wise?
I feel like healthy and wealthy because wise comes with that.
I think being healthy and wise would lead to wealth.
That's what we're hoping anyway.
Right. If you're wise enough, you can make wise investments and, whatnot. And it would.
Yeah, healthy. I'd go healthy and wise too, because you already got them thoughts of being clean slate and working out and stuff and all that, and just what circle you got around you and things that leads to the right decisions of accumulating and all that. So I feel like the money just already falls in place.
Being healthy and wealthy wouldn't lead you to being wise, but healthy and wise could lead you to being wealthy.
Yeah.
You'd probably be stubborn. I get that.
Yeah, I think about Trump Juniors or whatever, that just kind of accumulated that wealth and didn't work for it. I'm sure that wealth means very little to them.
You would
Born on third base and think they hit a triple.
Yeah, like, hey, here I am on third base.
The
while all your
best
friends are
triple
like,
you've ever seen in your life.
He went on Full Send podcast, and you would hate how he is on there. Like, he's such a guy.
Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah, I can't stand him. That's another talk though.
That's it. You talk about American history. That's a sad couple years for our history right there. All right. We ready?
This man has a Blackhawks jersey on and all this fucking Blues gear. That's so wishy-washy.
I know, dude. I got a story about it if you want to hear it.
All right, let's hear it.
So you been to Chicago?
Well, of course.
Chicago's.
I used to rep. I love Blackhawks gear. It's way better than Blues gear.
So I disagree.
You got it on though. You got it on, fucker.
I know, but so we go up to, last summer, me and my family, and it was June, had to be June. We go up to Wisconsin Dells for vacation, the big water park and all that. And the couple of nights on the way back through, we stop in Chicago and we stay at the Navy Pier. There's like a hotel there now. Well, Chicago's, even in June, it is windy, right? Windy city.
Yeah.
Coming off that lake water is freezing. So we're waiting to do a bus tour, like one of those ones you see on TV where you're on top of the bus and they take you around the city, and we're doing it at nighttime. It's the nighttime tour.
Okay.
All the fucking stores were closed. I'm freezing my ass off. So I go in the store. I hate the Cubs. There's a Chicago store, right? All Chicago.
Man,
Ain't nothing Blues.
I think you did. You did all right.
So listen, I hate the Cubs. I like the Bulls, especially the 90s Bulls. I was like, all right, didn't have my size. White Sox, hey, I'm cool with White. I ain't got no problems with White Sox. Give me White Sox, not my size. Chicago Blackhawks. Give it to me. Fucking ring it up. I don't care. And now I paid $57 for the shit. I got to wear it. So
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah. Would you have gone Bears?
no, because and that was the other thing, because Packers.
Right.
You couldn't do that.
You would have
I mean, it
been
was like-
Definitely wishy-washy.
No.
I mean, that's Sophie's choice, right?
Yeah.
That's like,
Blackhawks, like, I guess.
I respect that. That was it.
Right. I mean, it would have went Bulls and then
Bulls,
White Sox.
White Sox.
definitely got to go Bulls before anything.
Yeah.
But there's also, I mean, like, no way I would have done Cubs. No way.
No.
Oh, 100%. Nah,
I would've
I don't think
froze.
I've ever worn anything Cubs.
I would rather date a girl who doesn't like sports than a girl that was a Cubs fan. That's legit.
Absolutely.
Right? She, like, that would be more of a deal breaker. Or if she like Kansas, like, what? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Cubs is,
I bet on Kansas, but I won't. It's not my team.
yeah, I don't like Kansas, but I damn sure don't like the Cubs. So that's why I got the Blackhawks shirt on.
I think you did all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one.
I knew that there had to be a reason that you were,
Yeah.
that you had one of those.
And it doesn't,
Hey,
the
Clark-
Blues, it doesn't feel like that anymore like it used to.
Clark W. Griswold will wear one, so there you
Yeah.
go.
That's what I should do, put Griswold on the back.
There you go.
Then I'm
There you
good.
go. Did you good? He probably doesn't get that reference either, does he?
Nah, he's a young buck.
Tell me you've seen National Lampoon's Christmas
Yeah,
Vacation.
I've seen that. I was like,
Okay, there we
Griswold. I was like, definitely seen that.
Home Alone, right?
Oh, 100%.
So when we were in Chicago, the Home Alone house is like 20 miles north of there. So we stopped by there. It's cool, man.
I've actually been to the Fountain in New York in one of the Home Alone movies.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2 then, right?
Yep.
Next question. Here we go. What do you think you could influence the easiest? A person's opinion or a person's personality?
Opinion would have to be,
100%.
right?
You ain't gonna change nobody for who they are.
Yeah,
I mean, that's hard to do, especially women. I mean, I don't try to do that with women, but yeah, I mean, if you're not a stubborn person, you're not trying to change who anybody is, anyways. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I've seen this happen quite a bit where, before a girl might not care anything about, like, I don't know, NASCAR, but then she starts dating a guy who's in the NASCAR, and now she's wearing, like,
That's wishy-washy.
I got a funny story about that. I got a buddy that I'd go months without seeing him, and he'd always be with a different girl every time I seen him. Well, one time he showed up, he's a cowboy. The next time he showed up, a biker. The next time he showed up, I was like, dude, are you the village people or what? Like, when are you going to be like the construction worker?
Right.
That. So anything that she was into, he's just, now I'm a cowboy. Show up a cowboy hat, like, what are you doing?
That is funny.
And then he married a girl with money. And then he's just throwing it around. I'm like, bro, we grew up together. Like,
Oh my
you
God.
practically on dirt floors. Like,
Yeah.
don't act like you're
Yeah.
like
Stay humble.
something else.
Stay humble. Stay you, man. You don't got to try it to be anything that you're not. Just stay you, and the things just fall in line.
All right, we ready for another one? Which of the following do you like the least? The sight of blood or the sight of an injection with a needle?
I ain't doing no needles. I can look at blood all day. Like we were talking Euphoria earlier. Just too many friends do that.
Yeah,
That drug and
right,
stuff.
right,
Like
right.
I just never been entertained in it. So
So blood doesn't bother me at all.
nah, I've never been bothered by it.
And I think it's because I watch a lot of UFC, and I like the more bloodier, the better. I don't like to see the needle go. I'm not scared of needles, or they don't bother me, but seeing it go in the first time, I'm not really a huge fan of.
Like, when I get a shot, I don't look. I mean, I don't look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I don't like, especially watching UFC, is like broken bones.
Oh no,
No,
do it.
no.
the
I
kick to
cringe.
the leg and
Yes.
the
Yeah.
leg break. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I turn away from that. I'm like a girl when it comes to that. Like, oh, tell me when they're done, or when they're getting ready to. They have them in a submission and they're getting ready to break the arm. I'm like, tell me when it's over.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't like this. I don't know. You just never know when a needle's really, really hitting. Like you. Back to Euphoria. This last episode was just really deep because the Zendaya, she was withdrawing and she was in the bathtub and stuff, and she went to her dealer and she was like short money and all that, and they had a good talk and all that, and her dealer only had morphine at the time and she could shoot it. All she could do was shoot it. She's shaking like this and stuff, and smacked the needle like 4 times, and like just watching the show, I was just cringe, cringe. So I couldn't imagine just going through it. Like, nah, needle is not for me.
Well, like the scene in Pulp Fiction, straight to the heart. Like, no, I can't do that.
Just had to say, that's the only Tarantino movie I have not watched.
We've talked about this before. There was a misunderstanding that led to the whole thing, the whole sequence of events in the movie Pulp Fiction.
Don't tell me, no spoilers.
All right. Watch it.
Jackie Brown, I've watched that.
Love it.
So we'll put that aside since DJ hasn't seen it. What? I guess what's maybe your first or your second favorite Tarantino flick?
Oh, Jackie Brown's not my first. Definitely Django Unchained. Black History Month. I feel like that was different Tarantino twitch. The vulgarness in that and all that. We needed that as just as the world today. And Jamie Foxx played a powerful role. Who was the white guy that played that role? What's his real name?
Leonardo.
No, not Leonardo. He did great too. The guy that played Master
Chris-
not Master, but
Christoph Wentz.
yes, he does great. He plays in Glorious Bastards too. That's great
Yes.
role.
Yeah.
Just a great, powerful movie, man. If you got a deeper mind, expanding mind, it's a movie you need in your life, and definitely top 15 ever on my greatest movies list.
As a black man, the use of the N-word in that movie.
Don't bother me. It was used correctly. We needed it. If you watch that movie, you should know like that where we've come now as Americans and as culture, that you can't use that word like that.
I heard Ice Cube on Bill Maher say it's our word now and you can't have it back.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
That was the best explanation I've heard so far. So
But
that's what I go
it
with.
starts in household too. If you're culturalized, man, you just know not to. When to
Oh,
say
right.
it,
Right.
Going back to Tarantino, I like that he rewrites history.
Yes.
You know,
Once
It was
Upon a Time,
one of-
Hollywood's great.
It was
like
one of
he
the
totally-
only times that I've ever been in the movie theater where the audience applauded was when we went and saw Inglourious Bastard and when Hitler gets blown away. It was awesome. It was awesome.
You like that moment? Okay, so I had the Spider-Man moment. Like, if you haven't seen Spider-Man by now, spoiler alert, you need to go. Like, you're losing on life.
he's a man who turns into a spider. That's the spoiler alert.
The Peter Parker talk. If you know the Peter Parkers, that moment happens in Spider-Man. Everyone's like, "Yay!" I don't like that. I can't enjoy a movie like that. So that's why I'd rather sit at home and watch a movie to myself, to where, you know.
So you don't like the theater reaction to that stuff?
No, 100% not.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
No,
I
like,
mean, if I got a choice, I'm watching it from my couch, like in my recliner, right? Like, I don't want to be around people in general.
well, I mean, I go to see Star Wars on opening night because I want to see the people dressed up. It's the only night it really happens. You know what
it's
I
like
mean?
an experience.
Yeah.
No, bro, no. That's good though.
An event.
Everyone's different though. Like,
Well, I mean, I grew up in the movie theater though. Like in high school and college, one of my best friends worked at the movie theater, and so especially on Thursday nights because new movies always came out on Fridays. So he would have to spool up or reel up the new movie so that it was ready to play on Fridays. And so a lot of Thursday nights around midnight, we would go in there and get to watch these movies at night early for free.
Nice.
Right? It was a lot of fun. And so the movie theater experience was something that, you know, that I'll always hold dear.
and like I said, that the 80s was different from now and stuff. You know, you probably had that different experience to stuff where.
And that's why I like the contrast, because you have a different point of view than we do. Because I grew up in the movie theaters too. I don't like to go to them anymore, but I could see how that could definitely be a thing of a little bit of a nostalgia kind of thing.
Expensive,
and a little bit
too.
of an event.
Expensive too. I mean, what beats
I
$3
mean, it's
popcorn and an $8 $6-pack? You know, sitting on the couch.
My thing is, if I really want to get into something, I have to watch it where
You like it.
where I'm like focused in on it. Like there can't be others going on. You know,
Gotta have your little cover, your little pillow. You know,
Yeah.
that's me. That's me.
a little popcorn box with a hole in the bottom.
That's me, man. I'm all about that.
All right, boys.
This video is brought to you by The Wellness Investors. The Wellness Investors are a collective of individuals with uniquely diverse backgrounds. Our goal is to inspire, motivate, and entertain. Visit thewellnessinvestors.com and start enhancing